Slick. Oh, are we supposed to be wearing headphones?
Yeah. Yes, to be the quickest. You can hear me?
2, 3, 4. Here I stand without you, a forgotten command carried through in the night as I walk alone. My feet lead me right to your door. The moon is still and my breath is cold, but my memories are keeping me warm. If I see you tonight, will you be in his arms? Yeah, if I see you tonight, will he be there? I won't stand without you. I take command, live as I choose. What's done is done, and I've got to move on. Pick myself up off the floor. What's done is done, and I won't be the one coming round and begging for more. No. If I see you tonight, will you be in his arms? Yeah, if I see you tonight, will he be there? If I see you tonight, will you be in his arms? Yeah, if I see you tonight, will he be there? The first song that we played is called Without You. It's sort of about when you're walking past your ex's house, when you're living in the same neighborhood, and you're just like, I don't have to take this route right now, so why am I doing that? That's just like a weird memory fodder kind of a thing. And so that's kind of what it's about. It's just about bringing up memories that you don't even want. Why are you doing that to yourself? I guess that's what it's about.
Nice. So are you telling us not to? Or
Yeah,
are you okay,
yeah, it's don't do it.
This time we are in studio with actually one of my favorite acts of Alberta in the last little while, Doug Hoyer and company. Hello, folks.
Hey, you're too kind.
Yes, probably.
My name's Jesse Northey.
Jesse's been playing keyboards with me. I'm Doug Hoyer. This is Matthew Gooding.
Hi.
Matt's been playing bass for me. This is Tussie Hudson.
I play drums.
And this was our first gig.
Is it really?
As this lineup, yeah. This is our first time as this lineup. This is first gig with Tussie, and second gig with Jesse on keys. But Matt's been playing with me for quite some time now.
Yeah, your lineup tends to change quite often. I've seen you a couple of times, and it was a different lineup each time.
Yeah, I guess I'm a diva. The lineup's changed a bit over time, partially because I do perform under my own name. It changes around, but it also keeps it fresh, and it's always fun to let people go to do other things. I wouldn't want to guilt them into playing with me or something like that. Jessica Jalbert used to sing backups in my band, and she's doing her own thing, which is like really awesome. My friend Jenny Roberts used to play drums for me. She later went to play bass for Rennie Wilson, and now she's playing keyboards for Calvin Love, and they're touring all around North America and stuff. So it's usually a good thing when people are leaving my band. They're doing bigger and better things.
That being said, you've been doing this for a long time. Let's start from the beginning. Who is Doug Hoyer?
Yeah, that's a good question. So at the very beginning, I was playing in some punk bands, or like suburban coffee shop punk bands, kind of thing. Was called the Wonder Twins, and that was with fronted by a man named Matt Cuvalier, who's now like a big punk promoter in Edmonton, doing Clean Up Your Act productions. And they're celebrating their 200th show. So
amazing.
Yeah, so like it's kind of funny to look back on that, and we were like little teens.
Wait a minute, the Wonder Twins, wasn't that like a show on TV?
The Wonder Twins were, I think, Marvel superheroes.
Oh, okay.
I think, and
Cool.
They were twins, and they had rings, and when they put them together, they could transform into things, couches, elephants, things like that.
Couches, that's amazing.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So yeah, there was that, and then down the road, I started. I had auditioned for this TV show when I was 18 called Rock Camp, and I got in. I remember I got in the day after I graduated high school. I got a phone call. I was like sitting there eating cereal, and I was like, now what do I do with my life? And then it's like, ring, ring. It's like, would you like to come to Halifax to be on a TV show called Rock Camp? Yes, I would. Okay, thank you. You just answered my question. So I flew to Halifax, and it was filmed out there and for CBC, and it was a reality TV show about teens in bands. I was on the older end of the spectrum, and they put us into 4 bands, and each band had a coach that we worked with for the month every day. My band's coach was Joel Plaskett, who I was already a fan of.
Amazing.
So yeah, this was like, still he wasn't like Joel Plaskett, but it was like so it was pretty cool.
Joel Plaskett.
Yeah, it was great, and I just remember one of my fondest memories was like, finished lunch early. It's like, all right, we don't have to be back on set for a while. Like, let's just go back and jam. Like, all right, Joel, let's go. And he like loved playing the drums, so
That's
do that.
amazing.
And but yeah, so that was when I was 18, and then it was like playing music for 8 hours a day all the time for a month, and then going back to reality was kind of crappy for a young 18-year-old Doug. Yeah, after that, played in a bunch of bands. I didn't really start doing my own solo stuff until 2007, with a couple of just like small EPs and stuff like that, playing ukulele around. And eventually progressed, and my sound would change and grow with the lineups as well. And kind of here I am now.
You released a brand new full length a couple of months back.
It's doing pretty good. It did well with local radio in Alberta. CJSW, CJSR, and CKOA played it a lot, which is like super awesome. And I felt really like it was a big hug from Alberta, which was great. And I had a lot of fun playing shows this summer with it and everything. I'm starting to write now, though. I'm trying to write somewhat regularly, like try to write daily in some fashion, whether it be musically or lyrically or something. And I just want to, I have some ideas for an EP that might be sort of more of like a rockier kind of a thing, more rockier than I've done in a while, which I'd probably do with these folks here. And then also keep on working on an album that might make a little more sense from where I've been going with the full lengths.
You've got a bit of a crooner vibe to what you do. There's a bit of showmanship that happens. You said you grew into your sound. Is that part of it?
Yeah, that was a big part of it. Especially at that time, I was transitioning to a new sound with that was my first full length, Walks with the Tender and Growing Night, and I wasn't sure how to perform those songs live, and I was using a lot of pre-programmed tracks and stuff like that, even though I had some live members too. And so one way I thought I could justify this to myself is if I made it a real show. So I had lasers, and I was wearing a white suit, and I did eventually sort of adopt a bit of this crooner kind of persona that I did. And I remember specifically when I started doing that, I was on tour with Joe, a rapper from Edmonton, who's now my roommate. And we were on tour for a month across Canada. So I was like on tour with a rapper, and then I would wear this like white suit and I'd do these dances with a lamp and stuff like that. And it was just so bizarre that people had to either love it or hate it, but at least it got a reaction one way or the other, as opposed to if I just had like some tracks and I was just sort of like singing at you. It wouldn't. I don't think that would jive. So I had to push it a bit, and that really helped me realize some things about myself in terms of performance and just what I like out of music and what is the purpose of music, whether it be like an emotional reaction, a visceral physical reaction, pure entertainment in terms of like performance, that kind of thing. It made me analyze stuff a lot more. Right now, I'm kind of stepping away from that stuff a bit. I was using some projectors for this last album, and I was touring with a slideshow, like a PowerPoint presentation, and I would get in a persona of like this like nerdy professor and like give a PowerPoint presentation about the city I'd be in with songs and stuff. And but now I want to have like a live band, and so that's why I've been gotten these guys together, and we're just like having some fun, just playing some songs, and I kind of want to explore that for a bit, just have some fun playing music, collaborating with people.
I had a whole bunch of suggestions for you.
Awesome, let's hear 'em.
Like, well, I think you should bring in a duck and hold the duck as you perform.
Duck Hoyer?
Duck Hoyer. I teach guitar, and one of my students wrote me a Christmas card that said "Merry Christmas, Duck," and I realized that this whole time she thought my name was Duck. So I guess that would kind of fit in. Yeah. My wife studies urban coyotes in Edmonton, so I might be able to get her to help me like wrangle one, and
Round
maybe
up
we
some
can.
urban coyotes.
Yeah, if we could have those on stage.
I think you'd
that
need
might
to
be-
get people to sign releases before the show, but
no, just like live your life, just do it, you know.
no, I feel it. Just open the cage.
Yeah.
Just let 'em.
Kind of like, oh man, that's some
Coyotes.
showmanship.
Doug Hoyer and the Coyotes. That's our.
And that's what
Yeah.
you guys can be, the coyotes.
Ooh.
So what are we about to hear?
We're gonna hear a song called "The One for Me." It's from "To Be a River," and it's a song that I wrote for my wife when we got engaged, and it's just about commitment and the idea of sharing your life with somebody.
Amazing. And you just got married as well. Well, not just, a few months back.
Just this past August. Yeah.
Me too, it's past
No way.
November. Yeah, let's touch rings.
Twins.
Now we're twins. Couch.
Time, it tumbles like a stream. It looks the same, but it's always changing. Time means little to me. We found each other, so we'll keep on floating. When I was young, with wide open eyes, I never believed that you'd be by my side. But you needed me, and I needed you. Who needs the facts when we both know the truth? And when we're haunting deep in the garden of forking paths, I know where we stand. I close my eyes as you take my hand. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one for me. I can see, I can see. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one for me. So come right here and stay with me. On top of a mountain with so much to say, we can save our words for another day. What matters the most, our hearts found a home. When we walk together, we're never alone. I'm no longer young, with eyes open wide. But I can be strong if I have you by my side. We don't own tomorrow, can't see round the bend. But who needs the facts when we can pretend? And when we're haunting deep in the garden of forking paths, I know where we stand. I close my eyes as you take my hand. You're the one, you're the one,